All right, first up on this Sunday, a blitz to encourage you to grow your own food. Some call it urban farming. Our next guest calls it a food system that's community-based, socially just, and sustainable.
I like all those things. About 10 years ago, the Victory Garden Initiative started with a group of friends in a basement.
Yep.
This year, they expect to build 4,000 raised bed gardens all over the city. Gretchen Mead is the executive director of the initiative, and now they are preparing to create a farmhouse on their campus to help grow their mission, which is
Get
great.
it? Grow your mission?
Grow. How about
and that's
that?
wonderful.
Great to see you.
Nice to see you
Thanks
guys
so much
again
for
too.
being here.
Thanks for having me.
I love the story of your organization. I love those kitchen table, friends in the basement things that grow into really big, really cool ideas. How did this get started?
Well, really a grassroots effort. It was a group of friends who wanted to help people grow their own food for a number of reasons. And we started by organizing the first Blitz, which was now 10 blitzes ago. This May we'll do our 10 Blitz. So it's our 10th anniversary for the Blitz. And it just grew from there. Every year we had more volunteers, more connections, more people that wanted a garden. I thought we'd reach some kind of saturation point, but it seems like every year it's just more gardens. So it's really been a wonderful effort.
That's great. We need to know how to do those things too. So how exactly are you going to use this new building, the farm building?
Yeah, thanks for asking. We have a 1.5 acre farm that's in the Harambe neighborhood. It's like west of River West, if you're familiar with the map of Milwaukee. And right across the street, we learned that this building was coming for sale. And at the same time, we needed to move our office space and wanted to connect the administrative or managerial part of what we do with the farm and have a place to teach children and adults how to grow their own food, to process food, to really have a space that we could call home. We've done a lot of helping hundreds or thousands of people around the county have a home where it's sustainable and they grow food and they prepare it in their own homes. But we really feel like we as an organization need that same home to really support the organizational culture and to deepen the impact that we can make in the community.
This is a cool rendering we have there, and you close a little later this month, right?
On the 13th, April 13th.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Friday the 13th, that's great. What do you see, and maybe this sounds obvious, what's the difference between delivering food, say food pantries, which are wonderful, but delivering food to someone who's hungry or someone who needs healthy food or just wants to eat healthier? What's the difference between that and helping someone learn and get started with growing their own food?
Yeah, I see the work that we do as more of a root cause solution, and the need for food pantries is, you know, really sort of an after effect of the food system and the economic system that we currently have. So we have people that are impoverished, people that don't have a place to have their own food or don't have enough money to have their own food, and they need to go to emergency food pantries. Whereas the ability to grow your own food really can provide you with those nutrients that you need in your diet every day through vegetable production in your own space. We kind of, you know, are pretty aware now, I think, of the food issues and the kind of food-related illnesses like type 2 diabetes and obesity and heart disease. And that really comes from a very high-calorie diet with very low nutrients. So if you can think of those vegetables that you can grow in your own space for free, pretty much free, as the vitamins and minerals that your body needs to do what it needs to do, that's really what's missing for a lot of families, and not just low-income families, all of us. And when we grow our own food, it's really a roots cause solution to the issues in the food system.
And it can be inexpensive. You know, we think about the cost of food, and eating healthy can be expensive to go to a grocery store, but growing it can be very inexpensive at home. It's that whole adage of give a man a fish, he eats for a day, teach him to fish, he eats for a lifetime. And you're doing that with food. What have you learned about transforming our food system through growing food?
Well, I've learned that it's a very unifying cause, that most people can relate to this. You know, they have someone in their family who once taught them how to grow vegetables, their grandmother, or, you know, somebody at school, or maybe somebody at their church. And it's an issue that everyone can relate to, and everyone can do it. So I've had a lot of, you know, people from various backgrounds in my life. I grew up in the country and I live in the city, and I know people from all walks of life, and they all really seem to agree that there's a lot of value in the historical and innate nature that humans are agricultural species who have for thousands of years grown their own food, and that's just who we are.
So how can people get involved in your mission, be part of this?
There's so many ways. I'm sure you'll put our website up. You can register to volunteer. We have a lot of events coming up, including the Blitz, and of course we're buying this building, which needs a little work. So we're going to need scrubbers and painters, and anybody who wants to volunteer their carpentry skills, all those kind of things we're going to need. You can also purchase a tree for our Fruity Nutty Blitz that's coming up in a few weeks now. Volunteers will come and plant the tree in your space, in your yard, in your churchyard, schoolyard, anywhere. And you can come to our farm, which is a wonderful place to build community. You can grow your own food. You can meet other people who are doing the work to change the food system. And the last 2 weeks in May is the 10th annual Blitz that we've been talking about, where you can order one of our 4x8 foot raised bed gardens.
And what do they cost, real quick?
This year they are $175, and we do extensive fundraising so that we can subsidize the cost of those gardens for low-income families. So we really don't want to say no to anyone. We try to say yes to every single person.
All right, join Gretchen in her Grow and Create campaign, or Gather and Create campaign. Donate or volunteer at 414-431-0888 or victorygardeninitiative.org for more. Thanks so much.
Great to see you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your anniversary, too.
Thank
It's
you.
awesome.